Hello, welcome to a weird episode of Day Tripping. I'm out here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a dirt road leading to nowhere. There's another dirt road leading to nowhere. There's some cars parked along this another dirt road leading to nowhere. And behind me here is yet another dirt road leading to nowhere. So I'm at this crossroads around these big high tension lines, and it took me a little bit to get here. I mean, I have a Jeep, but this is kind of like off-roading dirt road, so I hope it's worth it, but we'll find out. Yeah, something exciting is about to happen here, and I'm just waiting for it to arrive. All this landscape out here, so it's not going to bother anybody when he sets this thing off. And from my ear, it's really loud, but this is in great shape. Edaan, so what are we looking at today?
We're looking at a 1954 Thunderbolt siren.
And you rebuilt this whole siren, right?
I rebuilt it. In fact, I rebuilt it twice. The first time I kind of just painted over it, then I decided, all right, I can do better. I took the whole thing apart down to every last piece, replaced all the hardware, replaced basically everything that needs to be replaced.
And where did you get it from?
I got it, I don't actually remember, it was some guy a few years ago.
And what kind of shape was it in when you got it?
Definitely not like this. I mean, it was pretty rusty. And yeah, I mean, it was all just rust. The wires were basically hard as a rock. They're so, I mean, everything was a mess. I had to replace the rotation motor inside because it was originally a three-phase one, so I threw a single-phase one in there.
And where do you get a rotation motor from?
It's just a normal 1/3 horsepower motor. You can get them anywhere, eBay. And then the blower, so this siren here was built in 1954. It's the 498 one base. Originally it had a much larger blower than this. It just ran at a lower speed, but gave you the same result.
So which one's the blower and what am I looking at here?
So you've got an engine, originally had a motor on it, like an electric motor. You've got the blower, and it's a positive displacement pump. It's got lobes. I'll open it up pretty soon so you could actually see it in action. But it sucks in the air, and with a lot of back pressure, just shoots it up the siren. Oh my God. You've got a motor turning a pulley, well, a motor with a pulley turning a gear reducer with a pulley, and that goes up to a small gear turning a large gear. Now if you look up here, you've got a clutch. It's got asbestos in between, and the reason it's there is in case of high winds, if they want to push the horn around, it actually can just slip. I'll demonstrate that real quick. You'll notice that nothing else moves.
So I've been listening to these things. Gotta be able to wear ear protection. These guys are loud. Even those small ones down there, they're super loud. I walk around, I see all these sirens. I see they got these little models they're making, and they got the ones here. But this is the first time I'm actually getting to hear them. So, I mean, I can hear them clearly through this guy. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun here today. something's on, I can feel the whole, like my chest is vibrating and the ground. I can feel it through my feet when it's pointing at me. It's pretty incredible.
It's cute, the brushes are just absolute garbage on it. Watch out. Yeah. What's up? I'm Connor Cruz. You can find me on YouTube also. I've got a couple videos of my mini sirens. I got my Etsy shop. It's probably linked in one of my videos too. I think it's in one of my descriptions. But this is a SD10 based off of Los Angeles models, the SD10s. They're the earlier versions where they didn't have the weather ring that goes around the outside. Primarily used in the Midwest and other parts of the country. The reason why they had those was primarily for sleet. It was because of if it was really snowy or rainy, they didn't want to have stuff getting and fouling the chopper. And then also to help compress the sound as burned from heat.
So what they tried to do was to put a metal band basically around instead of the screen. Well, they had the screen, but they had another band in front of it, and the sound would have to make it above and then outwards. Their idea was to try to compress the sound, so the sound will go further. Unfortunately, it actually blocked more sound than it compressed.
It ended up deadening it a lot.
How much, like, do you know, like, did anybody ever say, like, how much it limited it?
No, but it's significant. About 1,000 feet. So.
Yeah, for the horsepower that they were, being 10 horsepower motor,
siren, yeah.
They were not nearly as efficient in the use of that horsepower as compared to, say, a Thunderbolt or something like that.
Exactly, 15 or something.
Yeah, or even a P15. So.
Right. In fact, SD10s is cool. They really aren't that loud. I mean, for a 10 horsepower siren, they're significantly louder.
Is that why you think there are so many of them scattered so close around Los Angeles?
Yeah, I mean, it's also because it's Los Angeles. It's so dense.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The population
LA knew that they were going to be.
What's funny is Los Angeles actually referred to them as street corner sirens because that's all they do in downtown anyway.
Not to mention the fact that they weren't mounted very high, considering a power pole at this scale. This is about 1 feet, I believe, when I did this. A power pole sits about right up here at this scale. So they're typically a few feet shorter than most power poles, just for safety reasons, because they're used to service that's going on service basket or foot pegs. They didn't want the service or the operators to be terribly close to the power pole to be at that kind of level, because it has to be the way that they do the electrical ratings and stuff like that. So that's why they were typically a lot shorter, which also cut down the distance that they're allowed to burn, especially like you're saying, the density of the city. That's why there's so many of them.
Very cool.
And there's something like what, 80 plus?
Yeah, I even have the map on my Google Maps, so as I was driving out here, I could see.
Well, I know that Dennis made a map. You have a list of all the locations. It's something that I've taken
The LA City one.
the LA City one, and that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Supposedly it's going to be much louder right now, so I'm heading out a little further away from it to see how it sounds. Some people are taking their cars and they're driving out, and they're going to see how far they can hear them. So I'm just moving out further here in the desert, directly away from it. even with these earmuffs on, getting closer, you can still feel the pressure, the sound pressure in your ears and in your chest and on the ground when it's when you're facing it. These things are super freaking loud, man. And not just that, it's like I said, air pressure just coming out of that. You can feel it in your ears. I just can't describe it any better. And it's really awesome to be actually hearing it and feeling it, as opposed to just seeing them when I'm walking around on those trips.
I saw the marker. My phone died.
Now we got two 1000s. We're gonna have like dueling thousands here today. had an awesome day out here hearing these sirens. You know, I met so many great people. I saw so many awesome sirens. Like, I've only known the ones that I saw on the poles walking around the city. I got to see so many different types of sirens today, and you can hear they're still over there playing with them. And it was just amazing. They're so freaking loud, especially those T1000s, which I have not yet seen on my trip, and I've only seen videos of them. But to see it functioning and clean, and two of them, and to see how they sound, it was incredible. So I had a great time out here. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing just a little snippet of what we experienced today out here in the desert with these sirens. And I'm hoping that we do this again. And I can't thank Edaan enough for putting this together. Thank you, Edaan. And I'll see you guys. I'll see everybody all, in the YouTube world, and hopefully at another one of these events. So thank you.